different errors, and some examples of errors are given. Then we come to this exception handling. Exception handling, we have what is exception we discussed, and what is what is exception handling. Exception handling is done in a separate code, and your normal code will be in a separate place. Okay. Normal code will be written inside the try class. Some portion will not be in the try. In the normal code portion, some will not be put in the try. Some will be put in the try. See there. Some will be, so your normal code, suppose your main function. Here you are having the code. Some part of the code will be kept inside the try block. This part. The other part are not there inside the try block. Okay. So just after the try block or anywhere inside this function, inside the main function, you have to write the catch blocks. Inside the main function, you have to write the catch block. You can have several catch blocks. Several catch blocks are present. Okay. And there will be a last block called, there may be a last block called finally. Finally has no parentheses, simply curly bracket. Finally has no parentheses but curly bracket. All others have parentheses. Try also has no parentheses, only curly bracket. And they all are present inside the main function. Stand up. So try block, catch I have written 3 catch blocks I have written. It's not necessary 1 catch block also you can put. But the first catch block should be a special, should expect a special object. And the last catch block should expect a general object. I yesterday told when an error is occurred, automatically object is created of that error. Every error has a class, and that class object is created and it is automatically thrown. And that where the error has occurred, which part? Try part. In the try part, that error has occurred. And an object is created of that class. and an object is created of that class, and that is automatically thrown, and that will be dealt with. So we have to catch somewhere and we have to dealt with. We have to deal with. In the try place, that error occurred and it has to be caught somewhere. And what I told, the general object will be put in the last catch and the special object will be kept in the first catch. So let's see what are the object hierarchy here. Error object hierarchy. Okay, first one, page 222. First one is exception. Exception is the superclass, root class. Its subclasses are IO exception, no such method exception, runtime exception. These are its subclasses. So when we go to the subclasses, we are getting special classes. When we are going down, we are getting the special classes. That is called specialization. When we go up, we are getting the general classes. That is called generalization. Maybe this question can come in the exam. What is generalization? What is specialization? Yesterday I told you each word is meaningful. So generalization, specialization. In the specialization part, when we go down, we get suppose EOF exception. Maybe I can write here a special object. I am expecting EOF exception. One word. EOF exception is one word. Here you put E or F or G, whatever you put, this object. One parameter is expected here, and that has to be one parameter is the expected here. One type of object will be created, and that will be received. Maybe another I can write arithmetic exception. Maybe in another next catch I put arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. Okay, arithmetic exception E, suppose. And the last part, suppose I am going to more generalized, maybe it is IO exception, because IO exception is over this little general. So why we are putting like this? Because if we put the IO exception here, then if arithmetic exception will be, that object is created, that will be caught here. Arithmetic exception, if it is created, if that error occurred, then that will be caught here. Because here we are putting IO exception. Arithmetic exception is a subclass of IO exception. So first it is getting the superclass. So it will be stopped here. It will not go there. That is I am telling. If that one arithmetic exception, then no problem. So special one you put first, general ones you keep last. Okay. If some error has occurred in this place, this is the error prone area. This is the error prone area. Yes, this can come also, error prone area can come in the exam. Which part of the program we will put in the try block? Error prone area. Right? And see, suppose error prone area is this much. Error occurred. Then this part will not work. This part will not work. This part also will not work. Directly it will go to this place, whether it is matching or not. Then that one, then that one. Where it is matching, Satyashree, stand up. Where it is matching, it will stop there. It will do the, so up to this execution happened, then one of the catch blocks will be executed. One of the catch blocks will be executed, and also finally block will be executed. So if error happens, three things will be executed. Half of the normal code, one catch block, and finally. Three things. Three things are executed if error happens. Hey, stand up there. So, if error does not happen, then full part of the, if error does not happen, full part of the normal code will execute. Then no catch will be executed, and finally will be executed. Clear? So you have to, so one program is there, a sample method taking two values, and only catch block, try block is there, catch block is there, 221 page. One catch block is there, and it is putting exception in, means the fully general one it is putting. Okay, so you can write in your project also, you can put exception. That is a good, okay, exception handling if you put in your project, that is also a impression is very good. How many have put the exception handling in your project? Exception handling put. Try catch you have put. Okay. That's why I was telling you keep in paper so that you can put it afterwards. But you are okay. Then next is listen, next I will tell about two things normally which comes in the exam. These two are very common. These two are very common. Which one? One is the throw, another is the throws. Throw and throws. Listen, throw and throws. Listen, throws is used here. Please. If you are not having these try-catch portions, then the compiler is asking you, please supply the throws clause. Throws, you are writing here, throws IO exception. That clause, it is asking, the compiler is telling, you give it, because you sometimes you might do error, user may make errors, then I will take care of, means JVM will take care of that, how to go outside, but your program will go outside, right? And it will show you the message. That's the work of throws. Then what is throw? Throw will not create exception. Listen. Yes, one type of thing. Throw will create exception knowingly. Throw will create exception knowingly. Right? Suppose you have some listen, these catch blocks. 3 catch blocks you have now, yes or no? But you are not having, you don't want to put any code inside the try block. You don't want to put inside anything in the try block. Then will these catch blocks execute? No. At the time of running, if user does any mistakes also, it will not execute the try blocks. You want to test, you are a programmer, you want to test that how this one will execute. So let's test, do, okay, this is what? End of file exception. This is what? End of file exception? No. EOF exception, end of file exception. Listen. So we want to test that one. We are not opening a file and we are not reading the file throughout. We are not doing these operations in the code. Opening a file for reading and reading it through, or and then we are coming to the end of file location. We are not doing all these work, but still we want to execute that place. Okay, we want to still see. We want that this code should execute. Then we will do this object here. What is the object? What is the class name? EOF exception. Okay. OB is equal to new EOF exception in bracket I am putting something. I am supplying this message, hi message, to the constructor. So this message is stored in the attribute of this class. Okay. Right? So that when that object is created, listen, if ever the object was created, the object has an attribute inside and it has some message inside that can be shown. Okay. Which command will he show? The object is what here? G. So G dot, which command will show it? Anybody can say? Which function will show that message? Get message function, yes. G dot get message function. Only you put in the SOP this one, system.out.println. Okay, you can get that high. But listen, we have created only the object. Now we have to knowingly execute the what? Error. Right? So, yes, knowingly execute the error. But we test. How to test? Throw. THAROW, throw OB. Throw OB. Throw OB means, right, that object, say, previously we did not do throw OB. Divide by 0, we are doing A by B, automatically it was throwing, right? But now we are testing knowingly that that part is working or not. So we have created one object of that class and use the throw keyword. Okay, to call that object and to create that, to raise that flag. To raise that flag, error flag. Clear? So in the exam it will come the difference between throws and a throw. Also it can come finally and catch. Right? Also it can come general classes and special classes in the error, among the error classes. Class hierarchy. So we have finished this. Now we will come to the next topic. After wrapper class, we have string class.